La 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 la. What episode is we? La 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 la.
18.
Fuck. How the hell we got that far? La 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 la. Hello and welcome back to this week's podcast. Misters, I know you join us on a very, very hot day. No hat.
Very hot.
I'm bold. Is it a secret? Probably not. How is everyone, gentlemen? Hot.
Not bad. Not bad. Not bad.
Good.
Very good, mate.
It's not hot here at all. It's been raining all day.
Is it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
So we don't get any heat wave action around here, which suits Mrs. G quite nicely.
Oh, it's 36 degrees here. I think it's been 36 degrees.
We got 34.
24.
Yeah. So if you hear any fan noises going on, I don't know about you guys, but I have got a fan running in the background. It's too hot in here otherwise.
What's his name?
I've got all my fans outside.
Yeah, I've only got the one, and then I keep them trapped in this room.
Yeah. Okay. So what's on the agenda? Because I ain't got a clue. What's on the agenda this week? Anything?
Well, I've got something to say first off, which I've held back from everyone. So just as a little thing. I heard that Mally was on another vlog this week. He was reviewing a video. Now I haven't seen it, but I'd just like to ask him which one of our vlogs did he review?
Yeah, which one was it?
Which one of ours was it?
Mine?
Was it Gary's?
It was mine.
Yeah.
Surely Jamie's. Got to be Jamie's, hasn't it?
It has to be.
There's got to be Dave.
Yeah.
All the favours
Dave,
that Dave's done,
Dave.
Mally. It's got to be Dave.
Yeah.
Who did you choose? Who did
Go on.
you choose?
Go on.
We won't be offended. The one that's
No. Whoever.
As long as it's one of us.
I picked a genuine photographer.
Yeah, which one of us? 5, yeah.
I did consider, but I thought if I pick one of you, that's 4 upset fellas right there.
So you went just to upset the 5 of us.
I just upset all of you and pick a proper photographer.
Yeah.
Can we cut him off remotely? Can we shut him down?
Don't worry, I might keel over in a bit.
You mean that? You mean that Aussie?
The New Zealand gentleman that I said he was.
I'm sure you said he was an Aussie.
Yeah. Oh, I've apologised to him, and he didn't call me a stupid pom, so we're all good.
Was that early in the morning, Mally? Because you didn't look awake at all.
I looked terrible, didn't
7 in the morning one.
I looked like I'd been dug up. Honestly, and my eyes, I was like, going up, sir. It's like, ugh. Yeah, 7 in the morning.
Did you enjoy it though? Did you enjoy it?
No, it was shit. They were a right pair of miserable bastards, them two. Honestly, I'm joking, Chris. Calm down, lad. You're bigger than me. No, it was good fun. It was all right. They're 2 gentlemen, aren't they?
Yeah. I have to say, I really enjoyed their whole series of that. Thought it was very good. Yeah.
Yeah, I was quite shocked when they asked me because they must have just wanted a bit of rough.
Yeah. That was the last one, wasn't it? Last in the series.
Yeah.
They did come down a bit, didn't they? Really, compared to all the other guests they had on beforehand. Then they went with you to
barrel scraping. Finish that sentence.
Yeah, we've run
Definitely
out of anyone
the best
good.
To last.
Who can we? Who will come on at short notice?
I had 3 cameras. 3.
Yeah, I noticed. What was all that about? Could see your left nostril fault.
G7X was up there looking on me slaphead.
So does that mean that they've been canned for a second season and they thought, oh well, there's no point going out with a bang? Is that how it works?
Yeah.
They didn't really like your choice though. I sort of, it came over that they didn't really enjoy. They didn't
Julian
really think much to
wasn't having any of that photography, was it? I think it's excellent photography that from Paul Smith.
Yeah, he's
covers the mood very well.
Yeah, very.
Did anybody watch Darren Spoonley's video this week?
Oh, wonderful!
Because if not, that was my video of the week, and that place that he was shooting.
At the Dingle.
Three
sisters.
Absolutely.
Was that the drone shots?
Stunning, yeah.
Do you know what?
He took his drone up.
Where he took his drone up there, in shot, is a house that I nearly bought about 15, 20 years ago, yeah.
I'll tell you what, that video made me want to get on the plane straight away.
Oh, it's a lovely part of the world.
That coastline, his video
is it Kerry?
was...
Yeah, it's Dingle Peninsula.
Yeah.
Right.
Upset me because We should have been there, James.
Yeah, keep
August.
I was going to go for my 50th.
Well, I think from reading on Twitter, we've got an invite to do the Irish Photography Pubcast. So that could be quite interesting. Couldn't he get us all together?
That'd be good.
A few Guinnesses.
Guinness, yes.
Oh, yeah, I'm down for that.
Top of the morning.
Definitely.
Bye-bye, Ireland.
It was a good idea.
To say, talking of beers, I've been in the Lake District this week, just to let everybody else know, and I've got a Keswick Thirst Quencher IPA, and it's a very nice ale, I must admit. So well done, Keswick Brewery, very nice. So big shout out there to the local brewery, and yeah, that was all I wanted to say. You should
have actually spoke to them while you was there. So we're going to give you a shout out on our
sponsor.
Huge channel.
Yeah.
Can you send 6 crates? We actually get a lot more views than we do subscribers. So if anybody's not subscribed, then please give us a subscribe and tap the old notification bell.
Smooth.
Yeah, but a lot of those views are people tuning in, going, "Well, this is rubbish," and tuning out.
Well, no, you say that, Dave, because we get on average about 700 a week. So I'm guessing they are the same 700, give or take, because they're all very consistent numbers.
It's a pretty good ratio to subs, isn't it?
I just want to say though that everybody who watches and doesn't subscribe, it hurts our hearts just a little bit.
It does,
doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, it does. Actually. It touches a nerve.
And a puppy dies. A puppy gets killed.
Well, it's not that bad. I mean, we just get offended.
Who kills the puppy, Dave? Is that you?
No, it falls off a cliff nearby.
Oh, okay.
Accidentally. Anyway, let's sweep it back up. Continuing from the previous podcast, Gary, you sent out a request for our viewers to nominate a name of a pub.
Yes, I did.
Have we got a list of those final nominations?
Well,
somewhere.
Well, James, you turned up late to the pre-podcast. You've missed out, I'm afraid. Yeah. So what we decided to do is we're going to read a few out tonight, and then we're going to keep it open for another week. And then what we'll do is we'll all pick one each as a favourite, and then we'll put it out to the viewers to let them vote for which name out of that 6 we should choose. So we'll go through a few now though. Who's got the list? Has anyone got the list?
Yeah, I've got the list. Well, I didn't write them all down, but I picked out a few. But just so we got they're in no particular order, just as they come. But we got the Zoom In. I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
We got the Arc Arms, which I can only think is perhaps Arca Swiss.
Arca Arms.
Arca
Arms. The Togger's Arms. The Aperture Arms. The Pint and Shoot. Like that. I'll tell you what, I do like this one. I shouldn't be swaying it. The Dodge In. I do like the Dodge In. The Composite In. The Aperture In. Togger's Tavern. The 6 Stops In. The 6 Stops... Now, I don't think we can have the 6 stops in. I struggle saying that before a beer. Can you imagine saying that at the end of the pubcast? Six stops in.
Hold on, Gary.
The In Focus Club. Oh, Gary, you got to go. Oh, Gary's been told off. The In Focus Club.
Nice legs, Gary. Shaving again, I see.
Right, so we're going to have to. He can't hear us, so we're going to have to change his name on our group chat. Perhaps Gary Imac Norman.
Yeah.
Hang on, what was it? What are we changing it to?
Gary Imac Norman.
The smooth guy.
Matt.
Shh.
Oh, is he back?
Oh, he's here. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I agree.
All right, mate. You haven't missed anything, Gaz. We were just killing time. Oh, he's gone all quiet.
I muted myself so you could carry on talking.
Don't worry, we did.
We did, yeah.
I'm having an absolute nightmare of eBay.
The In Focus Club. Picture this. The Gaping Aperture. We can't have that.
I love that.
We can't have the Gaping Aperture.
Yeah, we can.
Oh.
We can.
The Dodge and Burn In. the Panorama, and the Pub Monkeys. And there's more, but I just kind of wrote down. Yeah, so that's the kind of quality that we're looking for there, guys.
I quite like the Shutter Nutter.
Oh yeah,
that was quite good. I tell you one thing. I thought there'd be a lot more. These are really like they're good, but they're really serious, aren't they? They're like
yeah.
It's like if I were going to call it a pub, what would it be? I was thinking there'd be more like the Six Wankers and the you know what I mean, the Useless Photographer. But no, it's great. Carry on.
Did you offer a prize? Is that why they're so serious? Did we offer a prize? What are we going to do for the winner?
I don't know.
Yeah, but the more vile the better, though. I don't think they understand them.
Do you know what? We should give them the gimbal. We should give them the gimbal, Gary.
Who won that?
Well, Mally won it originally.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I'll recycle it. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
You've still got it there. Whoever picks the pub name, let them have the gimbal. That's fair, isn't it?
Okay. All right.
It generates.
It's like one of them Christmas presents that gets passed on.
I know, but
they'll probably raffle it or something.
Yeah.
I did some footage on my phone and I wasn't happy with it. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good prize then, isn't it?
Yeah.
We got a gimbal. It's shit, but you can have it.
Here you go.
So
Here you go. The winner wins a shit gimbal. And then at Christmas you can give it to your auntie. And she can say, "Why are you giving me this shit gimbal?"
I'll have the gimbal. Don't worry. But I thought it might be a nice gesture.
I've got a print of. I'm just thinking. I've got a print of the Aurora. We could throw that in, if anybody wants that.
It's a bonny prize. This now.
Yeah, and I'll chuck a print in as well somewhere. So no one's going to enter now. I'll chuck a print in as well.
Well, should we just have whoever wins gets to choose what they want?
Yeah, just the 3 prizes, maybe.
Yeah,
right.
Oh, it's like Cracker Jack.
Well, I won't open this if you want, and they can have a bottle of beer if they want.
Yeah, they can have a beer as well. Let them choose. Let them choose.
Yeah, they can have a cup of coffee, flask.
Yeah, some Vimto.
Throw in a custard cream as well, James.
I've got a pen here.
I've
got a biro. We'll throw that in as well if you want a biro.
Yeah. Right, that went down.
Yeah.
There you go.
That one was taken in. I can't see now, but that was taken in Senja.
Where? Norway? No, Iceland?
No,
Norway.
In Senja, the island of Senja in Norway.
Well, there you
Lovely.
go. There you go.
Blimey.
They're good.
You can choose what you want when we pick you out.
Oh, you can't get up now.
Jesus Christ. Darren needs some new knees. What time do you start, Darren? 1 o'clock?
We can only see your forehead now.
Oh, I'm getting too old for this sitting down. Right, what are we talking about?
So we were just saying that you're not very well, Mally, are you, today? You're not feeling great?
I've just got man flu, that's all. Just a cold, I hope.
You're all right now?
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Early night, Molly.
Oh, definitely.
The water bottle.
Early night last night, yeah. And
what's an early night for you?
About midnight.
Midnight is an early night?
Yeah, I don't sleep very much anyway. I'll be up at I see you guys pop up at about 5 and I'll be up at about
That's Darren.
6:30. About 6:30, 7.
I must admit, me and Dave are normally first up, and then James, I've noticed
every now and then. Yeah. Go there Friday, 5 in the morning. So yeah. I'm setting off.
I think there's 2 definite groups. I think there's me, Jamie, and Mally, who occupy the late night slot, and then there's you 3 who occupy the early morning slot on the chat.
Sunsets and sunrises.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So we were going to talk about YouTube and their mid-roll ads and the rollout of that. So I know that you mentioned that this week, Mally, didn't you? About that. Do you want to expand on it?
Sorry, I'm getting a bleeping noise. Is anyone else hearing that?
No.
Wait a minute.
I heard something then, actually.
You ain't getting the facts, are you?
Just stopped.
Football results are coming in.
West Ham.
Listen.
4. 4.
4.
He's farthing.
He's far from
Hold
full.
on.
He's 4-5. 4-4-4.
Yeah.
Chicken Phil Young.
Oh.
Is it them voices talking to you?
It's not that. It's not that new smartwatch, is it?
No.
Messaging back to China.
Can you not hear that?
No.
Oh, God.
You ain't got more tinnitus, have you?
Oh.
I reckon it's like Jamie said. I reckon it's been going every week, but you've been too pissed to notice until this week.
Overdose on Vimto.
Yeah.
What was you saying? Mid-roll
ads.
Yeah. On or off? On or off, gentlemen?
Well, can I just, before we start, sorry. So, obviously, I think that they are YouTube are doing this because they're obviously pushing premium.
Yeah.
So, one thing here, I mean, not that any of us earn hardly any money from YouTube. I mean, with the amount of views, you know, kind of perhaps 30 quid, 40 quid, 50 quid, kind of here and there. But if anyone goes premium, does that mean all the content creators get their revenue cut?
Yeah, I think it does, doesn't it?
I think you get a slice if they're watching and they're on premium. You get a slice of that premium, but I would bet it's lower than if they weren't on premium.
So basically, they're getting content creators to do all the hard work, and then they're slashing everyone's miserly income at the best of times even further.
Probably.
Yeah, pushing people towards that enrolment at this, or here you go, premium, and they don't have to worry about.
But surely they get some revenue anyway, don't they, from the actual companies who they promote, no?
I thought so.
I'd imagine YouTube do, but if you think about it, if you're YouTube and you say, I don't know, how much is premium a month? $5 or is it $4.99?
10, is it? Is it 10 now?
I thought someone mentioned 12 quid.
Well,
you're right.
It's $11.99.
Let's say it's
$12 a month.
Let's say it's $11.99 a month. You might have someone who watches enough YouTube that they would generate £50 a month, but I'll bet you the vast majority of people who watch YouTube generate £1 or $2 a month in income. And so if you're charging them $11.99 a month, you're on a winner, aren't you? Because more people won't use up that $11.99's worth of views, if you like. Yeah. Yes, Malik? Are you still obsessed with this beeping?
No, but you've got to think though, because the majority of content, well, let's talk about us six. I can't talk about everybody else, but let's talk about us six. We're not bombarding the viewers with mid-roll adverts. YouTube have done that. So really, all we do is, I think I've got set at the beginning, and I think I've got set at the end, which I probably don't get anything at the end, but you never know. If someone's listening to it, it might just kind of drift over and you're going to get, tuppence halfpenny at the end of a video. But I certainly don't put any during the middle. So it's actually YouTube that are doing this to kind of balls everything up so people will actually go over to premium. But then the viewers are probably thinking that it's all of us that are just trying to get more ad revenue by bunging like 5 or 6 adverts in the middle of a video.
I'll admit I was one. I watched someone the other week and I thought, why the hell has this guy put 3 adverts in a 9-minute long vlog? It's ridiculous. And then I realised that YouTube are doing it. And actually, if you think about it, we are absolutely the worst genre for it to happen to as well, because they're using algorithms to spot when we've stopped talking, when B-roll might be coming on, and half the time that's when we're putting a picture up. So the ads are coming halfway through our images, which is even more reason that people will turn off.
Watch. Yeah, it's the main reason why the viewers watch first place, isn't it?
They don't cut in well. As you can select where you put them yourself, but
can you?
As I found out because I thought I'd got the settings right, and then when I posted that video last week, I'd missed it. It had mid-rolled ad, and a gentleman, thank you very much, posted a comment below saying, "My God!" And there was 4 adverts on that of mine. I immediately went on and removed them and figured it out. But trying to figure it out was difficult. Yeah. What I had me beef with, and I think this is a cultural thing, is from insurance companies from
Avon, Mally. Your lippies arrived. Avon.
I knew I was hearing something.
That was me. That was my doorbell.
Was it your lippy, Gary?
Yeah, that was
lipstick. Go on, lad. Up it's
all
cherry.
right, pizza. Domino's delivery.
Cherry.
Hold on. Sorry. Yeah, I just think it's a culture of we'll change it and it's up to you. Opt out.
Tick
The
this box
pensions.
if you want
The
to.
pensions thing. Yeah. The pensions thing pissed me off so much because every time I moved employment, it was like, you've got to opt out. I'm like, just don't apply it. Just don't get. No, we have to. I'm telling you now, don't. No, we have to. It's like YouTube just went, right, we're gonna. Can you imagine how much revenue they made on that?
What they did was, for some time, you've been able to set a breakpoint in your video in the middle of it if you choose to. And what they did recently was they overrode that and defaulted all of your back catalogue to have mid-roll ads that were non-skippable. So you had to watch 15, 20 seconds of adverts, sometimes more than one. And if your video was a certain length, they would have more than one break. And they applied that retrospectively. Now, they sent an email out to creators notifying you of this, and it was buried on page 11 in 8-point type, and you're never going to spot it and say, whoa, hang on a minute, I don't want that. And so when I was watching a video back before publication, and it sprung a couple of adverts on me, I thought, hang on a minute, my settings always say no mid-roll, what's going on? And that's when I spotted it, and you have to go back over your entire back catalogue and switch them off proactively because they have been retrospectively applied. Now, going forwards, you can say no mid-roll ads. You can also specify no non-skippable ads, which is what I've done.
Yeah.
So you might have a skippable ad beginning or afterwards. You might have an overlay card and that sort of thing. But the interruptions I've stopped. But that was what I had a beef about when we were chatting in the week, was that they'd applied it retrospectively and overridden previous settings. As part
that's what
of
I mean.
But I think the point is that if people who pay for premium view watch our stuff, we don't get anything. We're providing free programming now for them to monetize.
No, I think we get something, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, it's as little as makes no difference.
How do you know that?
It is anyway.
Is that a fact about it? How do you know?
I've done a bit of research this week when it all came up, and I first mentioned it to Mally and said, WTF is going on?
Yeah.
So I had to look into it. And you can sort out your back catalogue in one go. You don't have to go into each one individually.
Can I just say, though, that sort out your back catalogue in one go,
although
it is only 3 buttons, they couldn't have made that any more confusing if they tried.
You've got to press an option.
If you hadn't sent me that video, Mally, because I said, how do you do it? And you said, I can't explain. So you sent me about 28 videos, all about 5 seconds long.
This is a guy who took amazing astro images of bloody nebulae using an amazing piece of electronics. Can't click 3 boxes.
No, you can click them if you know where to find them.
It's like hidden treasure.
It was crazy because you have to tick one box to actually see the other options because they're invisible.
True.
So they're crafty. They're crafty sods because they made that really hard to find.
The point I was making to someone, in UX UI terms, user experience and user interface, YouTube are like the masters. Google are the kings of how to get people to do stuff. So they know exactly what they're doing, precisely. They know exactly how to do it. And that's the shocker for me. That was where I had me.
So that's the other side. What about the side of the viewer's experience? What do we feel about what impact it has on the viewers?
I can comment on that because I'm the odd one out here because I don't monetize, so it hasn't affected me, and therefore from a viewer's experience, I noticed this. I think last week or the week before when it started happening, and because normally you get used to having an ad when it opens up, and then you can click to skip, and then it goes into video, and you get used to that, and that's fine. But I noticed it changed to 2 videos or 2 ads rather, and then put a hold screen on, and then you had to click both of them to skip through, which was annoying, to be honest, because clicking once you get used to it, but then having to click again, and then having a mid-roll ad in the middle, which you didn't expect from that particular YouTuber that you're watching, because he doesn't normally do that, was really bloody annoying, if I'm honest. And I was thinking, I don't like this. I'm normally watching this YouTuber and I'm quite enjoying his content. All of a sudden, I'm having to click all the time and do this, and it becomes bloody annoying. So from a viewer's perspective, obviously I know my YouTube as well, but I don't monetize. But from my perspective, it was absolutely bloody annoying. So I can imagine that if I'm similar to a lot of other people out there that, you know, just view content, I'm sure they feel the same thing. But I know that, Mally, you put a poll out and asking people about what they thought, and I know a lot of people have said, look, you know, yeah, you guys do it for the love of it, you do it, you go out, use your own time, so we don't mind you making money out of it, and we don't mind a couple of ads. But I think it when it's forced on you and you can't do anything about it, it becomes annoying more than anything else, and it spoils the experience, and you just want to sit down, relax, and enjoy the video rather than having to keep clicking.
Well, I know from my point of view, because, you know, I've mentioned this before. You guys know, you know, I'm a big boxing fan, and I actually listen to more boxing interviews because there's more of them than I actually do watch fights, and I listen to them when I'm at work. So obviously I've got my phone sitting on a worktop somewhere, and it's all being piped through my Bluetooth earphones. And then I might kind of be on my hands and knees doing some skirting or something like that. And then all of a sudden, the interview will stop because an advert will pop up. So I think, oh, bloody hell. So I get up and I skip the ad, and then I go back to work. And then within a couple of minutes, another ad will pop up, and I'll get up and I'll press skip ad. And then the video may be the interview might be like half an hour long. But after about getting up like 3 or 4 times, I think, do you know what? Sod this. And I actually stop the video. So I think people will actually get to a point where they get so fed up with these adverts, they'll only give us half their watch time because they'll just be frustrated constantly.
It seems to be it's proportionate per video, isn't it? If you're watching an half an hour video, you're going to get more videos, and that it's going to impact them more.
More adverts.
Yeah. More adverts. I mean, I put up a question as well. So I put up a question as well to my subscribers. And I'd say a minority really said it impacted them, because a lot of them say now they go to premium, they pay premium, or a lot of them it's what they're accustomed to now. Yeah. They're used to it, and they're saying if the content's decent enough, then it doesn't mind.
But it stops
the
flow, the minority, doesn't it?
Is it an age thing as well? Is there an age thing? Because I find that younger generation of people just don't really care. They'll just skip and carry on and take that content.
It's like
but we don't have any younger generation, though, do we? Not being funny, but all of our subscribers are probably our age and older.
40 plus. Well, if you look at your demographics, it's 40 to 60-year-olds.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say something controversial now.
Really?
No. Yeah.
No. I don't believe.
No. I actually
stop the traffic.
I actually don't have a massive issue with mid-roll ads if they're put in the right place. And that's the problem for me, is the amount of times I've watched something recently and it's cut something, like you get to a point where you're really into the video and then suddenly it's killed it. Now, if people get smart and they say, right, I don't know, and there's a natural break in the video, because there are, you record a vlog, there's always a natural break in that vlog. Maybe you're transitioning from one area to another or one time to another, and you decide to put a break in there, then I can't see a problem with it. I won't do it. I don't like it, but I don't see a problem if other people want to do it. But it's when it breaks the flow. And like I said, I watched some the other week, and I watched a guy and he had 3 breaks in it, which were all at really inconvenient points. And then he showed his picture right at the end and put the ad cards over the top of it. So I didn't even get to see the picture, which was the end product of the whole video, because it had watch this video next. So that for me is where it's ruined. If you want to do an ad break, I don't have a problem with it per se, but make sure that you record a video or edit a video in such a way that it fits an ad break.
Yeah, I agree. Have we turned all our mid rolls off then?
I have, yeah.
I have, yeah.
I don't even have. I've never had an end one as well. It's always been a skipper. But like Jamie said, I've noticed this lately. It'll throw your skipping ad up at the beginning, and you click skip, and then another ad starts playing. And you
I've
can't
noticed that. Yeah, there's 2 ads now, isn't there? Yeah. Do you know what? Having said that about the end ad, I mean, I've got it on only because I've watched like a video of mine, and it's on. But thinking about it, I don't think I've ever ticked that box to say put one at the end. But you know, I've just thought about that. I'm just thinking it's there, and I can't remember doing it.
I'll tell you what people are doing as well, which I've watched recently, is they're not putting adverts at the beginning of their video, and you get 30 seconds in, and then there's a break, a mid-roll advert, 30 seconds in. So it's almost like maybe mentally people watch and go, I don't want to watch this because there's an advert. They start to watch it, and then they put a mid-roll advert in. I don't know whether that's a specific ploy or whatever, but that I've seen that about 3 or 4 times now from different users.
I've got a video coming up that I'm working on, and it's just given me an idea I might try and see how many ads I can fit in one video. And I might call the vlog, I might call it "Watch Some Ads."
Mally, can I just stop you there? Yeah. Next weekend at 5 o'clock, if you want to tune in, I'll be posting up a video on my own channel. Oh, sorry, carry on. It's just
Grecian 2000, it works for me, it works wonders. Apply Grecian 2000 daily. Anyway, moving on.
I've done that one.
Well, actually, this is a good place to actually have an ad break. I'm just going to nip to the loo.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Vimto.
All right, we'll come back.
Right. You're on Vimto, Molly.
I want to mention something.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Should I do it now?
Yeah.
Well, I went out Saturday just gone and did an 11-mile hike up to a place that I'll never forget, ever. And it'd be great if we could all go there as well, because just unbelievable. A place called Great Moss. Thanks to Mikey. I'll give Mikey a mention. Eskdale Valley. Yeah. Park at the bottom of Ardnot, so my aperture wasn't,
wasn't puckering.
Yeah. He did threaten me though, because he was driving. I'm like, it just said 30 degrees there, and then we started climbing, and there was the car park. So I was like, thank God for that, because
before Ardnot Pass.
Yeah. Just stopped at bottom of Ardnot, and then off we went. I didn't expect so I've got some pictures. I reckon. Yeah, I'm pretty chuffed with. In photography terms, it was heaven.
So that's heaven. My vlog to Scarfell. That's that area. So I veered off to the left towards Slight Side. If you go straight on, that's Great Moss area.
Yeah, so
surrounded by Scarfell Massive. Yeah, very nice.
Yeah,
but you did say 11 miles just then, didn't you?
Yeah.
11. Did you walk around a couple of times?
No, it is
a bit of a
28,000 steps we did.
Do you take a pedometer?
Yeah, Mikey had one.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't have mine then. It's getting cryptic, this.
Yeah. What's your BMI like?
Oh, God.
I don't care.
Frankie Howard.
Yeah, let's not go there, because I'm in that bracket as well, mate, of the
Yeah, my podge is getting on now.
I must admit, this week I went, as I told you, I went to the Lake District, and that was it the first day or second day we walked up Weller Crag, and it's not a big fell at all, or crag, whatever you want to call it, in comparison to the rest of them, but that did me in. It was about 300, was it, something like that? And I must admit, I was knackered. So if I'm going to attempt to go anywhere near some of your Snowdonia mountains, I'm going to be on the bottom with Mally, I think, sitting there eating me bacon buttons at the bottom.
We'll just stagger it. Take it easy and slow.
Yeah, it's not the walking that does me, it's the fear of heights.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I've always liked a lakeside shot. Personally, ground level, by a lake, suits me.
I always wanted Gut Lake.
Suits me fine.
Well, this might bring us on, because are we going to have a pubcast meetup? I mean, obviously not in the next kind of a few weeks or anything, but are we going to plan to meet up and throw it out there for anybody who wants to come along?
I think that's a really good idea. I don't see why not. We haven't discussed any locations or anything, have we? But maybe we'll throw it out to the people who are watching.
Is anybody interested? Does anybody want to come out?
Yeah, northwest area, please.
Yeah. Well, no, northwest. You tend to want to avoid the northwest at this moment in time, don't you?
Oh well, yeah,
So 3 of us live in East Anglia, essentially.
The East Coast
and your plan is northwest.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Darren. Sorry, can I just say, Darren, you're doing your teapot impression.
I know. I just realised then, actually. Who told me off for that the other week? Alan Coles.
Yeah, it was Alan, yeah.
It's really comfortable. Really comfortable. Bloody Alan Coles spoilt my fun. So what about if we had a meet up in Snowdonia? What's the Welsh like at the moment, David? As the pitchforks, are they still high in the air or are they being lowered slightly?
They're actually, it's getting worse. It is getting significantly worse this week. There is talk of fisticuffs. Apparently, they've dragged the First Minister in to say, look, we can't have the extent of the tourism that's going on at the moment. It's unsustainable because people can't socially distance, literally cannot, if they're walking down the street and on the beaches and stuff. The police have started towing camper vans out of the Ogwen Valley. So you come down off the hill and you're ready for a cup of tea and a good night's sleep, and your van's missing. Yeah, obviously they've been towing cars, but specifically there was a camper van removed. I saw the picture of where it was parked, and they frankly totally deserve to have it towed. But yeah, so at the moment it's not good. That said, give it a couple of months, it'll be business as usual. And I've got a bit of a meet-up planned in October, a little stroll up Crimpy Eye if anybody's interested. So it's not out of the question to combine the two things, dates permitting.
Sounds good.
Well, I've actually got a week off in October, but unfortunately for me, it's the October half term because I've tried to coincide it with Helen's work. Otherwise, she has a week off, and then I'll have a week off. We're like ships that pass in the night. But if anyone's up for it that particular week, then even if it's midweek, then I'm up for that.
Yeah.
Did we not discuss about bank holiday, next bank holiday, end of August? That's you.
Because sometimes
someone just exploded.
Oh man, that was me again. I saw a video this week, by the way. I saw a video from I think it's a couple of years old, but someone was stuck on Crib Goch. Yeah.
Oh
my God! It's like that.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen it? Or have you been on it? Has anyone been on it?
Sure,
no, I've not. No,
I'd love to do that. That is definitely that's definitely on my to-do list.
It's like a sheer drop either side. And this guy he was literally just bum moving, like sort of sat, and for about God knows how long he was up there for. But no, thank you.
I don't think I'd want to do it with all my camera gear. Like I take
bad weather as well,
but and a vlogging rig and all that. I wouldn't want to do it with that, but I'd like to do that.
Try Sharp Edge first, Darren. Then try Sharp Edge. That's like a shorter version of Kringle.
It's too
far. Is that near Blencathra?
I'd have to.
Yeah, Blencathra. Yeah.
It's too far for a weekend.
Or Strine and Edge. It's a bit tamer, but similar.
Why would you want to though? What's the appeal of
because it's really aggressive, and
because you feel in control in such a dangerous situation.
Do you feel in control?
Really adrenaline.
Do you feel in control?
Move.
Because I've never been there, so I might be talking kind of at my backside. So once I get there, but heights have never really bothered me. If it was incredibly windy, then I would feel totally different about it. Obviously,
unsafe.
But the actual, from what I've seen, and I've seen kind of quite a few images and a few videos, I would attempt it unless the conditions were against me.
You can't get a picture from there though, surely, because you wouldn't be able to plant your tripod, would you?
Because it was just handheld.
Oh yeah, no hands. Yeah, you're right, mate.
One-handed.
Let me think. Let me think. 18 and a half stone, hauling my ass up there in the first place. My legs are probably like jelly, and then you're asking me to do essentially like a tightrope walk across like a. How far does it go, Dave? How far does Crib Rock? How that little.
The actual sharp bit of the arete, I suppose, is 500 metres.
Oh, it's only 500 metres. Oh, you'd sprint that, wouldn't you?
Oh, that's not too bad.
Well, what you can
the easiest
do
way across to run it.
You can go up on the train. You can walk.
Can you come down? Can you go across it on the train?
But using the ridge as part of your foreground, this time of year the sun rises at the end of the ridge, and so if you're up at bulk glass shooting down the ridge, it's something else. So that it certainly is of interest to landscape photographers.
I guess if you said this was my last ever picture, I guess if you're going to get one,
going to be.
Yeah. Jesus, yeah. No, that didn't. That just looking at that poor bloke, that's put me off. I'm just going to stick to lakes, low-lying lakes.
Yeah, I might be with you, Gary. To be fair,
I'm with you on that. Don't worry.
Honestly, I walked up a hill like it's about 30 degrees in Barton where I live, and I was by the end of that. So God knows how I would be.
That was the beauty of Great Moss. You get a lot of height.
It's gradual.
But it's very gradual and grassy, and a lot of stone steps. Great work by the teams around the Lake District to keep them paths in order. That takes a lot of effort.
Don't you think though that gradual is worse? Like, wouldn't you like I'd like a hill like that for about 10 minutes rather than a hill like that for about an hour?
But the views of the views looking like you've got Bow Fell and all these mountains are coming into view, and then you're in cloud, and then to get, even though it's gradual, when it all starts releasing and opening up, it's worth it. It really is worth it. I wouldn't go up really high mountains like James said. He went up that route and up the spine. It's Mickledore, isn't it?
Yeah.
And looking up at that was just.
Well, Mickledore's between Scarfell and
Scarfell Pike.
Yeah.
That's it. And I actually felt sick on perfectly good flat terra firma. Looking up at it, it made me nauseous. I was like, oh my God. And I was watching people on it and going, are you real? You're walking across that. Why? That's just.
I've got to say though, I watched James's video this week on Sunday. Was it Sunday you released it? With the picture of the silhouettes of the people walking up.
Last Wednesday, that's Sharp Edge.
Yeah, well, that's good enough for me, mate, because those photos are excellent. You don't need to
someone else is doing it.
Yeah, just take the photos of the other idiots doing it. No. That first image you got, by the way, mid-roll ad, but go and watch James's video, because that first shot you got was gorgeous with those grasses.
It came out well, didn't it?
Yeah, beautiful, mate.
Such simple shot as well. I'll tell you, it's so simple.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Isn't
I'll
it
tell
like
you what? Sorry, I got to the top of Blencathra looking down Sharp Edge. Wow, that's a feeling and a half. It's quite misty that day as well. I was just in awe of people climbing up. I wish I'd got my camera out, but I will return. What a place, loved it. Sorry, Gary, go on.
I was going to say there's that what is that Fat Man's whatever it is, Fat Man can't get past this rock thing. So I looked at that a couple of times, and then you get all these vloggers going, look at me, I'm squeezing through this. If you're fat, you got no chance. I'm like, you just put me off, mate. That's it. I'm not going to bother trying that one then. What's that called?
Side Pike.
There's like a little tiny slither between the rocks.
Yeah, it's where you've got Side Pike.
Lingmore, isn't it? Lingmore and Side Pike.
I'm just thinking of all the places we can't meet up, basically. I'm just ruling that one out. That Sharp Edge is ruled out. Crib Gock is ruled out. Yeah. Anywhere where there's a climb is ruled out.
Lakeside then, Gary, yeah?
Lakeside Shopping Centre.
Yeah.
Burger King.
Bleetown it is then.
Yeah, Bleetown. Get the honey pot.
Location.
Yeah.
Don't get us started.
What about Home Fen? Home Fen's good. Hey, Jamie.
It's fantastic.
Not many people going there these days, are there?
Not many inclines there at all, mate.
No.
Quite steep. It's quick. You get up 300 metres quite quick from Yew Tree Town.
What?
Home Fen.
Home Fen.
Home. Sorry.
Fell.
Home Fell.
Fen.
We could try Wicken Fen. That's probably a good 1.5 metres above sea level at the highest point.
Oof,
It is.
dizzy already.
If you stand on top of the wind pump.
Yeah, and if you like what you've seen, don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to see more podcasts, hit the notification bell. Mid-roll ad.
So we're going to start doing our own mid-roll ads on the podcast.
It feels that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Making up brands. We should make up a brand each week. Like hemorrhoid cream by Dazzler.
Yeah. It's really hot. I've got to say, it's really hot in here, but I've been enjoying this nice, cool Estrella.
So what else?
I'm a bit tired.
What else was on the wasn't it the
virtual photography show?
That's it.
Yeah.
Do it, James. Go for it.
I really don't know much about it. I do know the virtual photography shows. As we know, there's not going to be an event this year. Are they on about postpone it until next year? I think. However, September 20th, 21st, I think I've got the dates right. They're inviting everyone along to a virtual photography show, which I have registered for, to be honest.
How does that work?
It's free. So
it's free?
Yeah. Which to me is a bit strange.
But so what they're going to do? They're just going to sort of show you around a load of blank stalls with nobody there.
I think they've pre-recorded video snippets, but they're going to actually invite people onto virtual interviews and things like that. There's still going to be some learning courses. There'll be a lot of adverts probably.
I like the idea of the learning.
You can select and choose what you want to watch though.
Yeah.
It sounds quite interesting to me.
Yeah, I like the idea of the live workshops, like what you'd normally go and see on the stages. That'd be quite nice to sit and listen to. I like watching stuff like that.
Yeah. So what about retailers? Are retailers going to be involved with this, kind of virtual photography show and still do some of their discounts, or is it purely interviews and workshops?
Mid-roll ads, Darren. They're going to come in halfway through the interviews. They're going to drop in an ad saying, "Have you thought about buying Canon?"
No, I haven't. Not for a long time.
Does anyone know any details of it? I don't really. I'm just registered.
We haven't really researched this bit very well.
We started a subject. We don't know. It's like,
if anybody has any clues, put it in the comments below.
Subject.
I was still going until tonight. I thought it was on in September, and you're all telling me
it's a hospital still, isn't it?
Is it?
It's a nightingale.
Okay, let's move on to our next subject then, which is string theory.
Yes.
Yeah, we probably know more about that than we do about the photography.
I think the thing is, if you go into a photography, I don't know why you guys go to a photography show, but I go to have a browse around the products and to meet people. That's why I go. I don't go to listen to the talks, and I don't go to learn anything. I just go because I want to get my hands on a new piece of kit, look at the stuff that I can't afford, and then maybe meet a few people who I haven't met before and have a chat. So virtually, I can't see how that's going to be possible. I'd imagine for people who are in the business, maybe actual real photographers who earn money out of it professionally, there might be some benefit to it, but I can't see any benefit myself of going virtually.
I don't see the point.
Yeah,
I really, as you say, it's purely going to be to sell to an audience virtually, but they can do that themselves with their own marketing. Surely, Canon, Nikon, the rest of it. If they want to market, they'll send social media ads, email ads out, visit our photography show offer and get 20% off or whatever. But you can just do that online. So what's the point? The workshops you're talking about, Mally, are probably interesting to watch, but again, you can probably get most of that online by Googling.
I think we've got to perhaps not knock it until we've seen it.
Knock it. It's basically it's free. It's something.
No, I'm just thinking that it's not obviously the norm. It's not what we're used to. But the world, none of the world at the moment is what we're used to.
World,
so
exactly.
It could
ideal world
Christians.
Yeah,
I love a bit of Christians. I'm not knocking it, by the way. I just, for me, those are the reasons that I go, and so because they're not going to be there, then there's no reason for me to go. I'm not knocking it for other people. I'm sure it's great for other people, but just for my own personal. When I think about going to a photography show, it's because I'm going to bump into someone that I might know, or because I want to have, get my hands on something, have a look at a new tripod or a camera or something.
It's quite sad that it's not happening, because I really, it would be my third year of vlogging it.
Same, yeah.
And it was my first year gave me the confidence to go out and vlog in public by doing that kind of. It was terrible. It was a terrible video, but it gave me a lot of confidence to just vlog in public. So this would have been my third year doing it, and I had so many daft ideas, and I was going to do interviews. I was going to really go to town this year, so I'm a bit gutted, because I know there's a load more people who we talked to online would have been there, and we could have all had a good laugh and a chat, and and I don't think like last year. I think he only looked at Benro, and that was it. I would have got me camera cleaned, and that was it. Didn't do anything else but talk to people. It was wonderful.
It is a good social, isn't it? It's a good meeting point for everybody.
Have you been, Darren? I ain't seen you there.
Yeah, I've been
you
on
went last year, didn't you?
Saturdays.
Did you?
Yeah, on the
I usually go on Sunday.
Yeah, no, I go on the Saturdays. So.
Well, I visited Gitso store and came away £600 less.
Yeah.
The later, so that was a good move. Got a nice tripod though.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I'm going to throw in a mid-roll ad. I'm thinking about selling the motorhome.
Are you?
So if anybody's interested in a motorhome, then, then the old mid-roll ad. I don't know. Do you know? I don't know. I love that motorhome. I'm toying with getting something a lot smaller. The only reason I'm saying this, because I was just thinking about what we were just talking about then, like the photography show, and then going virtual, and perhaps sometimes we won't be able to compare it kind of eggs for eggs. The virtual photography show might be something completely different that we have to kind of almost accept. That's why I just started thinking about the subjects of selling my motorhome, because I'm thinking about possibly getting like a little VW or something like that. And I was saying to Helen that if we do, we can't compare a camper van to a motorhome, because we can't look at a camper van and think, it hasn't got X, Y, Z, because they're totally two different vehicles. So, but I love that motorhome. I really don't know. And every time I think about what I'm going to do, there's fors and then there's against.
Has anyone else done that recently? Has anyone else like downgraded from a motorhome to a smaller?
No, funny enough, no, I am.
No.
Not really on my agenda.
Thomas Heaton's done that. Literally. Like,
oh yeah, that's it.
Thomas Heaton didn't have a motorhome. He had a camper van.
Same bit.
No, they're totally different.
Same
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They're totally different vehicles.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, a camper van is a car that you can sleep in. That's what I'm trying to, and I'm just thinking, is it going to be too small? But it's a lot more versatile, So
that's an idea, though. Then your new car, your new camper van, could be Thomas's old one.
Oh, aye. Yeah, there you go.
My new car,
your new camper van, could be Thomas's old camper van.
Ford Custom.
Because if you're going down from a motorhome to a camper van, and he's going down from a camper van to a, I don't know what he's getting.
Oh, I see.
You could buy his old one.
Mitsubishi.
Motorhomes are just so comfortable. It's like a little studio flat on wheels. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. Keep thinking about it.
I'll say it again. I've said it twice. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to get my point across.
Go on,
I want your mattress.
You've slept in it, Mal. It's so comfortable, isn't it?
Oh, amazing.
Don't say that. You've just knocked a few grand off the value of it.
Oh, he's not. Come on.
It's so comfortable. Anyway, sorry. I've hijacked the pubcast here with a mid-roll advert.
I'll be honest with you, I don't think it was going anywhere anyway, mate. So
no.
I think you've done too much harm to it, let's be honest. Has anyone got anything photography to talk about?
No.
You'd think we've been away for weeks on end. We've only had 1 week off, and it's all fallen to pieces.
Gary, have you been out? You've been out with your Sony, yeah? I know you did a video, which I haven't watched.
Yeah,
but
you haven't.
I haven't watched it. Sorry, I haven't watched a lot of videos.
It's not worth it, mate.
I'm sorry.
It's not worth it.
Sorry. You've been out with your Sony. How's it compare with your Canon then now?
I can't give you an accurate comparison yet, because I'm really unhappy with the results I've got with the Canon glass. Now I don't know whether that's, the first time I did it I put it down to user error, and then the same thing happened again, so I'm not sure whether it's the fact that the glass doesn't like the converter, or I don't know what it is.
What's the problem with it?
It's not sharp. It's just simply not sharp. When I go out and take shots of the birds out in the garden, they are tack sharp. They are so sharp. But I've been out twice now and taken landscapes, and I don't know. I almost didn't put the vlog out, and it's like you do your best to try and hide it, and you go, "Oh, that's a nice composition." But if you look at the detail, it's awful. It's really, really poor. So as a consequence, I'm selling my Canon glass and buying Sony in the vain hope that I'm pretty sure it's somewhere within the glass, the converter, the sensor, rather than it being a Sony issue, because if it were a Sony issue I wouldn't be getting sharpness when taking photos of the birds. So I'm just not sure what it is. But no, in a nutshell, I'm not as happy as I should be at the moment.
I shouldn't have asked.
Have you ordered the new lens, Gal?
Yeah.
No,
what about hiring one, Gary?
No. So
yeah.
The trouble is, so I've already my Canon 24-70's gone off to MPB, and I'm waiting for them to confirm that it's in the state that I've told them it's in. Soon as I get the money in for that, I'll be buying a 24-105 Sony. I don't have any doubt that the Sony will be incredibly sharp and incredibly good with the Sony lenses. I just think that there's an issue, because essentially I'm using a Sigma converter with Canon glass on a Sony lens, and I think the problem is somewhere.
You've got 3 brands competing each other proper.
Yeah.
See, did you manual focus, Gal, or autofocus on that tree?
I autofocused. I have to say, I autofocused.
And did you use focus peaking?
Do you know the first time I went out? So the first time the vlog's coming out next week. The first time I went out, I used focus peaking on the 24-70, and I was shooting at f11, and I looked at it and thought, that's a really shallow depth that I'm getting in focus, and I just put that down to the fact that I'm shooting at 135mm or something. You know, I couldn't quite compute at the time, because I'm trying to get the Sony to work. I'm trying to balance everything up, and I couldn't quite work out what was going on. And I felt at the time it didn't seem sharp enough. It seemed like there was too shallow a depth of field for an f11 shot. And then I just put it down to the fact that it was user error, because obviously the first time I've been out. But then I went out again with a 24-70, and I have to admit I didn't use focus peaking. But when I got it home, it's like it's all soft. It's very soft. It's like going back to a kit lens. It's just not right. Something's not right.
Right.
Did you have any focus problems with the Canon, Gary?
Never.
Enough said.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, mate, he set you up there. I can't believe you fell for that.
Beautifully done, that.
Yeah. It was like Ronaldo. That was like Messi of the vlogging world.
I was talking about this in one of my vlogs. I think there is a real thing about, you get used to a camera. You get used to how it works. You understand it. You don't even have to think. You switch it on. The settings are natural to you, and you just do it. And I think a lot of it is, at the moment, I hadn't been out for months to shoot landscape photography, and then you're throwing in a new camera into the mix. and then you're throwing in the fact that you're using third-party lenses.
You're not making it easy for yourself, are you?
No, I'm not.
And a Sony menu as well. I mean, I haven't experienced it, but they're quite complex in comparison with Canon.
I quite like the Sony menu. I know it's convoluted, but the fact is you've got 4 customizable buttons on your Sony, and every other button that's for another purpose you can customize to your needs, and you can set up your own favorites menu. So once you know what you're doing, it's really easy to access everything you need.
I'd need a manual for my own settings then, because I'd forget what I'd done with what. I'd be like, right, so this button, no, it doesn't do it.
I'll tell you a question then, Marley, question. You've recently acquired my old G7X Canon. How easy was it for you to get used to it?
It's
coming from a Canon, a Nikon sort of guy.
Really easy. Right. Not a great difference, to be honest. There was a couple of things that I found was a bit weird. The quick menu, because I don't have a quick...
And the sharpness and superior image as well.
Well, I've actually had a bit of a falling out with it. Yeah, I had a bit of a falling out with the G7X. I've realised, haven't I? I think I was just all excited because James had touched it, you know. But then I went out with it.
What are you unhappy with?
Well, we went to Morton and Bidston on the Wirral family, and I thought I'll just take that with me and nothing else, like, you know, and take some shots. And it was like I was just all of a sudden very aware that it was so lacking. You know, that I'd just seen all these shots I'd took at Great Moss on my computer and was like, oh, look at that detail, you know, just wonderful. But it is a point and shoot, you know.
I still don't understand what's difference have you seen.
Oh, it was just the softness, just not. It doesn't handle light very well. It doesn't handle low light. Doesn't handle a lot of light.
Yeah, but are you comparing it to your full frame camera?
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Yeah, comparing it. That's what I mean. Yeah, I was dead excited going out and having fun with it and what have you. But then now I'm a little bit. I feel like oh no, I should have took me 50mm and my proper camera. You know. I should have just gone light, and I should.
It is a point and shoot.
But for video, and I tell you the thing, James, I
didn't use it for stills. I use it for video.
Yeah, for video. What's amazing, as I found out at Great Moss, was sticking it on the tripod. Oh, and I went up Burke Crag as well, which we were calling Burke Caramac. Don't ask me why, but I went up to Harrop Tarn and then up to Burke Caramac, and I put the camera on the tripod and zoomed into Helvellyn, and because you can zoom in and do a time lapse,
good.
That was
I
wow!
love it for that.
Rolling
the problem
clouds.
is you get certain at the under end of telephoto, it turns into digital rather than optical.
Turn that off. Yeah. Okay. I turned that off so it wouldn't go into digital, and I didn't zoom in a lot.
Sorry, what do you mean? Explain that.
It goes into a digital zoom, so you're working with your pixels rather than the optical magnification. So it's less quality, basically.
Okay.
So the glass is zooming like a telephoto, then it takes over and goes digital, but then it really degrades in quality.
Yeah, it does.
Mally, this vlog you released this week, what do you use to film yourself when you were away from the camera?
Well, that's what I was just saying before about I've had this gimbal for quite some time. It's a DJI Osmo 3. David put me onto it when we went.
Because it followed you around whenever you moved. It followed you.
But it didn't. I found I didn't. It was cool, and I've got it in another vlog that I'm working on now, and it's following me around. And but I found that the lav mic audio was very deep, so the difference between that, and then I also. The low light on the iPhone wasn't great because it was quite dark.
You seemed more uncomfortable talking to it than you did on your GoPro. When you had your GoPro talking away, you were like yourself. You were talking, but you felt, from a viewer's perspective, as though it was more staged. talking into that.
It felt like that. It didn't feel good. I didn't look in the camera properly. I was looking at the screen because I was trying to see where the tree was behind me, and I was just trying it, and I put it out, and I thought, it's like I've gone back. I felt like I'd gone back a little bit doing that filming. I reckon if I had the Rode Goes, but then I wouldn't use my phone then. And it's amazing how you complain about gear, and then when you try something else, you think, actually, that the GoPro's quite good. You know, it is quite good, the way I found that I use it, and the way it
becomes natural for you because you're a run and gun shooter, aren't you? Talking to the camera, and you get that emotion across, and you're showing people behind you as you're talking, and that's your style of vlogging, and it works really well for you.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing. I think everyone has a distinctive style that they use.
Zone, basically.
And a lot of people, they love to stick something down on a tripod and talk into it and have that slower, more thoughtful, more methodical process. Whereas I know for me, and I think Mally as well, it's a lot more. I feel a lot better if I'm sort of feel a bit more run and gun, you know.
See, I quite like the idea of run and gun, but I've got no image stabilisation on my camera, and I've tried it, and I actually like it. I think it adds more to the video when you're holding it and you're walking, and there's more movement going on. But it's so jittery, it's so wobbly that I can't do it, and that's why I'm a bit more stationary. That's why I'm quite excited if the new M50 Mark II comes out. Rumours have that it has got IBIS. A good IBIS built into that as well, and I'd be really tempted with that.
Adele and Max Warner took the M50 with them to Scotland, and they've been quite upset by it. They've lost a bit of footage. I just wondered if you guys, if it's a question to you, using the M50, have you ever had any problems with losing footage?
In terms of what?
Like
recording or
not
quality?
Well, corrupted recordings.
No, never.
That's got to be the card, though, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. It's a card.
Can't be the
They're
camera.
using a Asda special card.
I don't know.
£4.99.
I didn't ask him that, but that if they watch this, if they watch this, so have a look at your card, Adele. See if that might help you.
Hey, I tell you what though, don't worry about looking at your card for the images you got, because they were absolutely spot on. I don't know if you saw their images, guys, but wow. Some of the sunset in Skye. Oh my God! Some of the skies and the light they got. I follow them on Instagram, and oh my God, some of the pictures gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous.
Talking of vlogs, I've not watched any vlogs this week because I've been on holiday. But has anybody got a vlog of the week that they want to call out this week? Anything you've watched that you want to talk about?
Well, as I say, Darren Spoonley, I thought was. I mean, to be honest with you, I thought I don't want to blow smoke, but I thought everybody put out from us got good vlogs actually this week. But for me, I have to give a shout out to Darren Spoonley, and also I can never remember the guy's name. We were talking about him earlier, perhaps before we started recording. Stuart, the professional photographer, right? He put a vlog out this week, and I thought that was really interesting because I'm probably interested in printing. But I thought the vlog that he put out this week, I thoroughly enjoyed that. I learnt a lot from that this week.
For consistency, though, for me, the award goes to our David. Just off the scale, man. You just keep going out and going up massive mountains and just knocking it out, just
making up for lost time.
Just the consistency. Like, don't get me wrong, I think we've all done some. I'm talking about blowing smoke, but David done some crackers, mate. Past 2 vlogs have been exceptional.
Cheers, mate. Appreciate that.
So anybody, possibly apart from us, because it does sound like we're blowing smoke. So anybody else then watch any?
Yeah, I enjoyed a video this week from Photo Ninja, Tom Peters. Enjoyed that. It was good. I know he's using a Lumix SR1, which isn't his, and I'm pretty sure.
Much longer.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure he's moved on to a new camera. But yeah, I have to say, I did. I really enjoyed it. It was a bit of a. He posted it as a bit of a tutorial, but yeah, I kind of like the mood of it, and I kind of like.
He's a nice guy though, Tom.
Yeah,
he is a nice guy. I think everyone likes Tom. So it looks like it's Tom and Darren there and Dave this week. So they're the three, are they?
Okay, folks. Well, thanks for watching another exciting episode. Do join us next week, where we will be continuing on with our Desert Island Gits, and you'll see our favourite music pieces. Listen, if you do enjoy the content, do not forget to subscribe. Okay, from myself and the rest of the gang, keep smiling, take care, bye bye for now.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.
See you.
See that.